Hello, beloved. My name is Tamala, your empowerment partner, professor, and psychic, and welcome to your empowerment place. I didn't plan to do this, but Spirit woke me up this morning talking with me about something, and I just finished some other work that I was doing, and they said, hop on and do the recording. So here we are. So we're going to answer a question today about is Trump going to live through the next election? And the reason this is a question is because it's been coming up for me for the last, I don't know, 8 weeks or so. And today is July 24th, 2024, that Trump is not going to live through the election. And when I woke up this morning, Spirit's like, well, we've had you really getting into the nuances of the energy and the nuances of the questions and answers. And so they said, we want you to clarify this today because when I look at the energy, I literally look at the pathways. And the pathways that I've been looking at are Trump's pathway to the election. And there's not one. Okay. And so they just want me to clarify for my own interest and also for the interest of those who are watching. Does that mean that his candidacy does not live to the election? Or does it mean him as an individual? Now, I've just assumed it meant as an individual, but again, we're talking about nuances. So let's ask. All right, so it is not Trump's destiny to be president again. Again, he's the chaos candidate. He and the people that follow him are part of the group of beings who do not want the evolution of the planet. They want to keep others below themselves. They want to maintain power, blah, 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 right? So it is not his destiny. It is not Trump's destiny to be president again. It is Vance's destiny to kick up nonsense. He's got a lot more troublemaking to do in his lifetime. Him and, the other people like him. So let's clarify. Will Donald Trump, the physical human being, be elected president? No, not unless a lot of people don't vote, right? Because remember, everything is free will, so people have the free will not to vote. So as long as everybody does what they're supposed to do, shows up to vote, Trump will not be president. Will Trump, as a physical human being, still be alive and in his physical body for the election on election day this year, 2024? Will he be in his body? I'm still getting a no. So does that mean he's going to be dead? He's going to be brain dead? He's going to be in a coma? Any of those things. Okay. So he's not going to be present and available as a human being as it looks right now. So that means something could happen. Somebody could try to take him out again, which I don't want that to happen to anyone. But it's like, he could get shot in the head and be in a coma. Doesn't mean he's dead, but he is not available. And that's what I'm getting. So I can't tell you for sure what or when or how. Again, he could be at an event and have a stroke and go into a coma. It could be anything. But the energy right now and the pathways right now on July 24, 2024 is that Donald Trump, the physical human being, is not going to be mentally or physically available to be president of the United States on election day. So sometime between now and then, something is intended to happen. When I say intended, it means the pathways that have been structured up until now with fate and with intention. Okay. It's not his intention to be president again. He just wants the power and the money. Okay. So he doesn't really care about being the president. He just wants the power and the money. But it is not intended, the universal over umbrella intention for planet Earth and for the United States at this time that he be elected president again. Okay. So let's ask about Vance, who is his vice president selection. Okay. So is it intended that instead of Trump being president, Vance gets elected to president? Not this time. Not this time. Not in 2024. He will try again later, and we'll look at that later. There is a potential that whatever happens, he also could be involved in the whatever the thing happens with Trump. So as a human, when I look at that, my thought is, okay, they're at an election event and somebody takes a shot at both of them or takes a shot at one of them and they're both there, right? They could get struck by lightning, right? I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know the date of it. All I know is that's what's in the ethers at this moment. Okay. Either way, Vance survives it. Trump doesn't do well. Okay. So he either doesn't survive it or ends up being in a coma or something, or yeah, out of commission. Okay. I don't know when, I don't know where, I don't know how to prevent it. It is the intention, the universal intention. It was his design, Trump's design before he came here. Okay. Anytime we have a design, we can't really interfere with that as a rule. Okay. So let's see, Vance, we already talked about that. So that was the clarification that I wanted. All right, so there's other things I can talk about, but this video was just going to be about that. Okay, let me know your questions or your thoughts so I can ask Spirit and see what they say. And make sure that you like this video, that you subscribe to the channel if you want more content like this, and also share this with your friends, because I would love to be able to share this information with the world so that people are prepared. Because there's no reason for us to be shocked and bewildered because the information is available. And then we get to do things based on that, which means we get to settle our nervous system. We get to make plans. Hopefully, now that this has been spoken, maybe, people can be protected, so that, things don't have to be harmful for anyone. And that's just the vibes right now. Okay. All right. I'll talk to you next time.